Thanks for listening. I'm just sharing some thoughts for fun. I'm not an expert in relationships, but there's some links of some people who are down below. I'm also not a theologian. Before I became a Christian, I thought that Jesus and the Easter Bunny had something to do with each other. And then after I became a Christian, I realized that Jesus dying on the cross and a magic bunny with chocolate and eggs were two different things. Easter with the bunnies and the chocolate and all that started out as a pagan holiday to celebrate spring. But now it's just something we do with kids. Color eggs, look for eggs, bite the ears and butts off of chocolate bunnies. In Genesis 3, where it talks about when God created the earth and life and everything there was, Jesus was there as part of the Trinity, helping create life. After they made the earth and it had an atmosphere and had an environment that could sustain life and sustain people, God set man in. When Adam and Eve would walk in the garden, Jesus, who helped create them and helped create all life on earth and through the universe, he would walk with them. He looked like a man, but he still had a spiritual body. He didn't take on human form yet. That would come some 4,000 years later when he died on the cross for us. What's amazing is this is the guy who helped create everything. History. He was still completely God and still completely man when he became a human. He's the one who took all our sins upon himself and died for us, died for everything that we'd ever done to each other. He died for us to help reconnect us to God. When I was 7, I could still remember the first time I volitionally sinned. That means I did it, it was of the will. It was wrong, I knew it was a sin, I knew it was just a little kid thing. But I could remember feeling like the universe was tearing away from me. It took about 12 years or so to realize that sin could be forgiven, I could be restored to God. That's what Easter, or Passover, as it's also called, we celebrate that he died on the cross for us. And it still is amazing, absolutely amazing, that he would die for me, every single other person. He was absolutely sinless. He didn't do bad things to other people in his thought life. And he was willing to take those. He's kind of like a parent who's willing to give a kidney or an organ to save their child, or run into a burning house to save their child. It kind of amazes me to think about it, especially as I sit and I'm eating some Easter candy.